Alright, we're on to aggression. Social learning theory's explanation of aggression. Direct and vicarious reinforcement. Now, learning by direct experiences is derived from Skinner's principle of operant conditioning, i.e., if a child pushes another child and as a result gets something he wants, then the action is reinforced and is more likely to occur in similar situations in the future. Now, learning by vicarious experience is when a child sees a role model behaving in a particular way and imitates the behavior of the model. Now, social learning theory claims that we have to be aggressive primarily by observing the aggressive behavior of those around us, particularly the behavior of significant others in our lives, basically our role models. Now, reinforcement. The likelihood of a person behaving aggressively in a particular situation is determined by four things: their previous experiences of aggressive behavior, both their own and of others around them, the degree to which their aggressive behavior was successful in the past. 3. The current likelihood of their aggressive behavior being rewarded or punished. And 4. Cognitive and social and environmental factors that are operating at the same time. For example, aggressive behavior may increase under hostile environment conditions, i.e. if it's very noisy or if your parents are always fighting. But fear of retaliation from the victim may inhibit the expression of aggression. Now, if an appropriate opportunity should arise in the future, individuals will display aggressive behavior provided the expectation of reward is greater than the expectation of punishment. Now, Bandura et al. Did a study on social learning theory where called the Bobo Doll, where they divided 66 nursery schools into 3 groups, and all groups watched a film where in condition 1, the aggressive model was neither being rewarded or punished when they hit the Bobo Doll. In condition 2, where the aggressive model was rewarded by a second adult when hitting the Bobo Doll, and 3, when the aggressive model was punished by a second adult when hitting a Bobo Doll. Now, the results were as followed. In condition 1 and 2, basically, when the aggressive model was neither punished or rewarded, and when the aggressive model was rewarded, there was a marked tendency for children to show spontaneous imitative aggressive acts toward the Bobo Doll. Now, in condition 2, children behaved the most aggressively, and in condition 3, children behaved the least aggressively. Now, some of the evaluation includes that the social learning theory of aggression rely on heavily experimental evidence, such as a study. A Bobo Doll, after all, is not a living person and does not retaliate when hit, which raises questions as to whether this study tells us much about the imitation of aggression towards other human beings or not. Now, other findings is another evaluations, stating that other investigators have cast doubt on the conclusion that the Bandura's child participants had learned their aggressive behavior merely from watching a filmed model. Now, other evaluation of the social learning theory includes explaining inconsistencies in aggressive behavior. If someone is aggressive and domineering at home but is meek and submissive at work, it means that they have learned to behave differently in those two situations, because aggression brings rewards in one context but not the other. Now, another is explaining the cultural differences in aggressive behavior. Basically, the social learning theory has the ability to explain differences in levels of aggressions in different cultures. Finally, the nature-nurture debate. Basically, it has the social learning theory is states that everything is all learned, whereas the biological explanation states that everything is that aggression is due to high level of male hormones, our levels of dopamine and serotonin, and etc. etc. So basically, it's all due to our genetics and how our body functions, rather than how we learn from other people and watching other people become more aggressive, I guess.